Now that we've seen how to get started in WebAssign, we're going to do a quick tutorial to show you some of the cool features of WebAssign. So log in using your username and password that you created when you set up your account. So for me, that was fake student1, and my password was fake1234. And we click log in. And we're going to continue the trial period for now. Now, I'm going to go into one of these homework assignments and show you some of the features. So I'm just going to randomly click homework 3. And question 1 says factor out the common factor. Now, let's say you have no idea how to do this. So you have options. You can click read it. It's supposed to take you to a section of the textbook that will help you figure out how to do this question. The feedback for read it has not been that great, but feel free to try it if you want. The next button is called watch it, and often for almost all problems, a video will pop up explaining how to do a very similar problem. So you can see that watch it can be really, really helpful. It will take you through a similar example to the one that you're being asked to solve, going through all the steps and explaining them. So another option is chat about it, where you can get immediate tutoring help. And I can't remember how many hours it comes with, but your access code comes with a certain number of hours of free chat about it. So you can go to chat about it and ask someone for help. So once you're done, let's see, let's type in the answer here. If I pull out -9x, I'd be left with x. See, to make an exponent, I use this pad here. So the square root button also has exponents. Let's use that one, x squared. And then I'm going to have -2. Close the parentheses. And now you can hit submit answer, and it will tell you if your answer is right or wrong. If you get a green check mark, you know it's right. And if you get a red X, you know it's wrong. And generally, you can do problems as often as you want in homework. In homework, you can you have up to 100 submissions, and no one has ever needed more than that. Now, let's say you finish this problem, and you say, "Oh, I might need a little more practice with that." You can click practice another version, and a new problem will come up with different numbers, and you can do another one. Also, once you get the hang of it, you can use My Notes to write yourself a little note that says, find the number, the largest number that goes into both 2 and 18, and write yourself a note that reminds you how you did this problem. So then when you go back and you're studying for your tests, you'll have all these notes reminding you how you did these. It's also a really, really good idea, aside from just using these notes, to keep a notebook where you keep all your work that you did to solve these problems, and that will also help you when you're studying for the test. Or if you keep getting a question wrong, showing me what's in your notebook can really help. So let's see, let's master it. Master it is when they help walk you through the problem a little bit. Okay, so they did a little bit. They said, well, you're going to factor out y minus 3, and then you have to finish the problem. So those are some of the interesting features. You can always click Ask Your Teacher. It will automatically send an email to Caitlin or Linda. Type out your question, click Save. You can click Extension Request. If you miss a deadline, go to Extension Request, and it says automatic extensions are only available for past 2 assignments. So once you miss the deadline, then you click Request an Extension, and there'll be options here to request an extension. You can print the whole assignment, so that way you can do it out on paper, and then you can just enter all your answers in here, and you don't have to sit at a computer while you're doing your math homework. Okay. And then you can submit each question separately, and you can submit the whole assignment at once. You can save your assignment, whatever works for you. Once you submit a question, it's in there, it's done, it's saved. If you have a green check, you got it. And then you have your grade up at the top here. And if it says 100%, you have 100%. It's been submitted. A lot of people get confused about how you submit. All right, so that's about it. So here's home. This is where your assignments are all listed. You have a link to your text. If you go to My Assignments, now we just have a list of assignments, and it gives you all the due dates and your score. And you can click Current, Past Assignments. We don't have any past assignments right now, but this is also a good place to go when you're trying to request an extension. You can look at all assignments. If you go to grades, you don't have any grades yet, but eventually you'll have all your homework grades up here. Communication, you can send messages to and from me, Caitlin, or Linda. She'll be here soon. Here's a calendar, has all your due dates. And then your ebook, which you can't get at until you purchase access, but this is your ebook. So another cool feature that people use is the notifications. So you can have automatic emails sent to you to remind you of due dates. So I would like to be reminded via email before an assignment is due, let's say 24 hours before it's due. Notify me when a due date changes, or any of these things, when my instructor responds, and save. And it's just going to automatically send you an email when any of these things happens. And then make sure that your email address is correct. Let's see what's in my options. Okay, you don't have to worry about anything in my options. So those are some of the neat features: the email reminders, calendar, extensions. So that's it. Let's see, I think there might be one other thing. In some homework problems, there's a feature called Show My Work. Here we go, Show My Work. It's always optional. You can type your work in here, and you have the ability to insert math type, or you can upload a file. So if you want to keep everything digital, you can solve each problem in your notebook, either scan it in or take a photo of it, and you can upload it into here, and then you'll have a digital record of everything you've done. So in all problems, I believe, Show My Work is an option, although it's never required. All right, so that's about it. Navigating WebAssign.